When you look at your life and your success, you own 3 businesses, you have equity in a ton of other ones, obviously successful. What are the routines that you have implemented in your life that have driven success for you?
The number one thing is something I learned from my coach 4 or 5 years ago, which is this idea: play your game. Can I do this with one of you guys? Do we have enough time where I can do a couple minute exercise?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Producer Ariel saying yes, please.
Oh yeah, please
play a
do.
game. Put him on the spot.
Who wants to volunteer? Who wants to volunteer?
I'll
for
do
this?
Luke.
Oh, he goes, I'll do Luke.
No, I said do Luke.
Okay, yeah, I've been voluntold. All right.
Okay. What was your favorite sport or hobby growing up as a kid?
Music was my favorite hobby.
Okay. What instrument did you play?
Guitar and piano.
Okay. And what was it about music that you liked?
Love the emotion that music can tap into when people are unreachable. Music can still reach you. So I love the emotion it taps into in people.
And what was your style when it came to playing? How would you describe it?
I would describe it growing up probably Christian rock with a little bit of country flair because I grew up in the country.
Country flair. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
A little bit of hey y'all.
And what was your style? What was your style in terms of like practicing?
So for a period there from like 13 years old to probably 17, 18, 4 or 5 hours a day.
Okay. 4 or 5 hours a day?
Yeah. I was homeschooled.
Wow.
So
no wonder you're so good.
So now when you think about your style in business and as an entrepreneur, how would you say that it's similar or different in terms of what you like about business versus what you liked about music?
Yeah, it's similar in the sense of I like, because I'm in sales and marketing, I do a lot of things like this, podcasting, speaking on stage, webinars, that type of stuff. I love the influence that it gives from a human emotion standpoint and from an inspiration standpoint. So it's very similar. Music inspires people. Business can also inspire people, and motivation can inspire people, right? So that's very similar. Thinking about like different.
So would you say that your your highest enjoyment in business is when you're feel like you're influencing others and providing like compelling content?
Absolutely. I would say when I am inspiring others to live a life of freedom. That's our vision statement for anybody wondering.
Yeah. So I've done this exercise countless times as part of my interview process as well, when I try and get to the essence of someone. And the interesting thing is that more often than not, people's default style in business, when they're the most content and the most successful, is when they're most in alignment with how they were in their favorite sport or hobby.
That's amazing.
I'm sitting there listening to it and I'm thinking, okay, I was kind of going along with you in my mind because I also was into music as a kid. And then when you asked how does it align with business, I'm like, oh my gosh, when I did instruments, I would jump around to different instruments all the time. I did it more for the creativity factor and being able to like create something new. I was always on to one thing. I never practiced 4 hours a day. I would just play whenever I kind of enjoyed it. I'm like, oh my gosh,
this is crazy. It's because I am obsessive when it comes to business and will do it.
And I will jump around to the next shiny thing very quickly.
Right. Yeah, so I've done this countless times, and almost universally, when folks sort of the light bulb moment goes off, where it's like, yeah, my default style. There's a lot of tendency overlap to how I was in my favorite sport or hobby and how I am in business. And so I'm sort of the personality type that I want to play to my strengths rather than trying to eliminate or spend a lot of time trying to eliminate my weaknesses. Doesn't mean I don't try and work on my weaknesses. Like I'd rather play to my strengths than otherwise. And so in terms of my routine, a lot of it is continual reflection about, am I actually playing my game? Because when I'm not, it's a recipe for making some really bad decisions, being pretty unhappy, getting further away from what I actually want. And but there's also a point. So my favorite sport was basketball. I always wanted to be shooting guard, but I was a tall kid. So I ended up being put under the hoop. But I always wanted to take the last shot, have the ball in my hand. And that's still my personality now. Like I'm willing to take the shot. But sometimes you got to pass the ball. And so the downside is sometimes I'm just not passing. I'm taking too many shots. So it's sort of the practice of I need to play my game, but also at the same point be aware of how sometimes the tendency is too pervasive. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's the main thing. Play your game.
Man, that is so good. That might be one of the best routines that we've heard on the show.